Hello and welcome to my channel Ace Ur MRCP. I am Dr. Aparajita Roy and I am an ST6 trainee registrar in diabetes and endocrinology in South London. I've been working in the NHS for well over 5 years now, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that I like about working in the NHS. This is part 1 of a 2-part video series. In the second part I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that I do not like about working in the NHS. Hopefully these 2 videos will give you a snapshot of life in the NHS. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is MDT support. I like the fact that the doctor is never alone in the NHS when facing a patient. There are multiple specialist teams available around. For example, the physiotherapist, the occupational therapist, dietitian, specialist nurses, all of you who come together to provide a holistic care to the patient, keeping the patient in the middle. The job of the doctor is to make medical decisions and also to navigate the input from the multidisciplinary teams to get the patient better. Often in the NHS, the patients who get admitted have a lot of social issues. To navigate these difficult social situations, the complex discharge team or the social services team often come to our rescue. They ensure that when the patient is getting discharged from the hospital, they are going to a safe and secure place. Also in the NHS, we have a lot of specialist nursing team who provide expert care to the patients. For example, the dementia nurse, the Parkinson's nurse, the heart failure nurse, the diabetes specialist nurse, all of them come together to make sure that the patient is stable and ready to go home. Number 2 is work-life balance. Now this is very controversial as work-life balance is very subjective. I feel that the UK has a very decent work-life balance. We work 5 days a week and our usual working hours are 9 to 5 unless we are on call. You're expected to leave on time, and if for some reason you're needing to work beyond your scheduled hours, you can exception report and get money or time in lieu. I get about 32 days of annual leave along with 8 public holidays. And I also get complimentary days off for the out of hours work that I do. There's also an option to work less than full time if you have other commitments like childcare, or if you just want to have a little bit more flexibility. So many trainees and many doctors work less than full time, which is very well supported. Additionally, a lot of remote working opportunities are coming into the world of NHS and into the world of healthcare professionals, which helps to improve flexibility. Overall, I am thankful for the work-life balance that I get. Number 3 is the ability to work in a safe and secure environment. Again, this is controversial and this is very subjective, but in my experience, what I have seen is that yes, we do get challenging patients, we do get challenging situations, aggressive behavior, but there's always help at hand. I never feel alone. We have 24/7 security on site. We have senior management staff in the hospital to help de-escalate these situations. I, as a registrar, get a proper working office. We share that office with sometimes secretaries, with other registrars. I have a workstation where I can do my work from, where I can take referrals. I also get a proper clinic room when I am seeing patients in the outpatient clinic. And I get an individual clinic room with reasonable space and all the required equipments I need to carry on a proper consultation. I also very much appreciate the training structure that the medical students get in the UK. From the very beginning, the approach is very practical, very hands-on, and what I particularly like is the simulation-based training where the trainees get exposed to a very real-life scenario, real-life emergencies, real-life challenges in a controlled lab-based environment under supervision. This helps build confidence, and also the trainee can then look back into the human factors that affected their decision making, and they can analyze, they can reflect on what they would do different if they get another chance or if a similar situation comes up in the real life. Also, a lot of emphasis is given on communication, soft skills, body language, which helps us to navigate the complex situations that we often come across while dealing with patients, with colleagues, or to involve social services in adverse situations. This is because the goal of training in the UK in the NHS is not only make you a clinically sound doctor, but also a well-rounded doctor with leadership skills. Lastly, but most importantly, what I really appreciate about NHS is that it is free at the point of delivery. Even as a patient, when I have needed to access NHS a few times, maybe for an outpatient consultation or some inpatient admission or surgeries, I have never had to worry about arranging money at the time of accessing these services. Also, as a doctor, I feel reassured that I do not have to request for unnecessary investigations to generate a certain revenue. Neither do I have to worry about life-saving or essential investigations and think about whether the patient in front of me can afford that or not. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, but stay tuned and come back for part 2, where I talk about the 5 things I do not quite like about working in the NHS. Also, these days I'm doing a lot of consultations like mock interviews, CV reviews, career guidance. Let me know if you need help with that, and I'm happy to schedule a meeting with you. My contact details will be in the description box. Till then, stay safe, keep studying, and Ace Ur MRCP.